You'll never guess I'm going to cut an opal. Oh, he's cutting opals. Who'd have thought he'd be cutting opals? Oh, it's a bit of a surprise. That's the twist in these videos, it is. When he says he's going to cut an opal and he actually, well, cuts an opal. You can never trust these people to not do what they're wanting to do, see? Yeah, sort of twist there. His chair doesn't work. Yes, he found really good chair, he did. I found this on the ground. Okay, here we go. I wonder who's going to actually watch that and go, gee, he said that at the beginning. Probably a lot of you. That's probably the bit that the people actually see. It's a bit scary, isn't it? I really should consider my intros a bit more carefully. What if I actually become rich and famous and stuff? Checking the money in? None. Okay, I don't think that's likely. Excellent. So, like and subscribe, all of you zeros. What I need is... too late at night for those kinds of jokes. Hello there, how you doing? Now, let me have a dookie. I'm going to put this on just for the sake of it, but I don't think there's anything on here. We will find out in un minuto. I'll unplug the lid. Good morning. There we go. Unplugging the lute. What does that give us? Having a look now. Still not seeing anything, so it's probably nothing. What I will do, however, is I'll get this bad boy and I shall cutteth the sand off, because I think that the sand is quite goodeth. I'm also going to check for spareth bladeth, because it's getting blunteth. We'll keep going. What could possibly go wrong? If it gets too bad, we'll just drop our spray on the ground, I suppose. So, moving this over to here. It's all oh so perfect. Now, this guy here, quite a large opal. The trick is, we don't know what's underneath. So, it's a crapshoot, it's a lotto, it's a lotto shoot, it's a crap lotto. All of the above. I'll also trim this into a cab, regardless of whether it's got colour or not. I think it does, but we'll have to see it in the sunlight. So we'll do that quickly right now. Turning off lights and plugging in. I'll make a better system at some stage, but it works. So there was an incident with WD-40 that means that the thing reference cuts out right at the beginning. I'm sure that's not going to affect the overall life of the instrument. What could possibly go wrong? No, cancel that. Right. Back we go. All I can say is it does settle down eventually, but in the meantime we have a bit of a fun ride ahead of us. This particular opal has got its own history of cracks and whatever else. There's not much you can do about the cracks. Not these ones. As a matter of fact, I'll zoom in, I'll show you. Zooming right in. You see those red marks? That's clearly a crack that has been there for quite some time. So it's not the opal miner who shattered it on the way up. It's been there like maybe 1 million or more years. So it's not incaution that causes this to happen. The good news is that I think that silica does seep into these cracks over time. And if you have a look at mosaic patterns, they are more representative of cracks than anything else. I haven't seen much literature on what an opal actually is as far as patterns concerned. But chaff, that's slacken sides for sure. Most people don't know these terms because even slacken sides, which can be used in geology, not often used in geology because it's implying the movement of more soft things than rocks. What I will be doing, however, is because I'm kind of aware of A, time constraints, and B, the fact that this is, I'm shining it up for the hope of that we're going to get a good opal, but like I'm fairly resigned to the fact that it's not going to be. Don't worry, we've got plenty more to have fun with around here, but you got to snap back to reality. Up there goes opal. Up there goes my voicey. This is about the time that the opal guy comes along and tells me to shut up. Ichuta, how rude. Tell me in the comments section where that quote came from if you know it. I'll say it again. Ichuta, how rude. Do you know where that came from? Something's gone wrong here because now I can't see. I'll give you a harder one. What movie did that come from? Ooh, I like. Thank you. We can go from the sublime to the ridiculous. I can give you a quote from, see if you know this one. Increase speed to 26 knots and recompute. No, I'm not planning on giving up my day job if that's what you're wondering. I've got the vocal range of an Australian trying to imitate a Scotsman, I suppose. Right. No more PHU queuing around. Let's just get this done. Tink. That went a bit too deep into the core there, didn't it? Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. Tally-ho and all that. Over the top we go. Yes. Okay, I'll give you another brain teaser in a second. Ooh, we've got... Is that actual colour? Would wonders never see? So we've got some colour. We do too. We've got a little bit of colour just up in there. Impressive. I'm going to have to cut it off. Hopefully there's more under that. I literally have to get rid of that only bit of colour. Because of my discerning cut stroke that went straight through it all. Me clever. Me very clever. There we go. I think if we have an opal that's not particularly doing very well, what we should do is we should create some kind of ritual which makes it interesting, or more interesting than what it is. Oh, full of boring. Something like that. I don't know. Anyone know any good monks? No, Stephen, not monkeys. Monks. Where's the E in that? No, don't swallow that. Oh. Yep. That'll cost me. Janice McGuire. Full power, he says. That was a bit too real. The opal's probably a crap opal, so if we're going to do anything to ruin an opal, we may as well use this one. I can do that quote again from the movie that's increase speed to 26 knots and recompute. We can join those quotes together and have some Scottish guy going, I cannot give you any more, Captain. That is a Scottish accent, but nowhere near where Scotty came from. I don't think Scotty was a Scot. Ah. So I'm kind of on the mark then. A great day, comrades. We sail into history. No, well, that ends that experiment. All right, I will crank the speed up a little bit. We'll do this guy next. These ones are experimentals. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't, as you have just seen very capably demonstrated by my very capable hands. Yes. A little bit higher. A little too spot. Oh, now you're just showing off. Stop it. Bad Dremel. Bad Dremel. Bad Dremel. Bad. It's the only language they speak. Excellent. So what have I got to do to get viewerships around here? Buy a submarine. Actually, we're Australian. We just bought a submarine, then didn't buy it. Now we're reconsidering buying the submarine. So originally we had to deal with the French, I do believe, in Australia. Yes, we will give you a submarine. It will have a cigarette, no? It will be equipped with a baguette, no? It will have obligatory French laugh that no Frenchman makes. Ha ha ha. When I went to France, I absolutely loved the ham there. I don't know what they do with it. Probably don't want to know what they do with it, to be honest. Let's zoom it out a bit. Oh, 2 likes. Thank you, guys. Oh, Jaime Viladi, that was right. I can't give you any more cheesy Scottish accents. I'll break my cover as an Australian. Stardate 4398753. The Starship Dremel tool has been going super speed. And he lost a finger in the war, if I remember correctly. What I'll do is I'll assess the potential after this, because I don't want to just show you a whole heap of low yield stuff. It'll be good if this one actually does, you know, a high yield thing, but other than that. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got. That's like Mounties except with planes, right? Am I going to get in trouble for that? Lieutenant or a lieutenant, depending on what area, region you reside in. I don't even know what Australians do. I've always said lieutenant. Second wave? Why is that guy still alive? Actually, Jumo wasn't that bad, was it? It was Omaha that was the real killer, literally. Okay, my initial assessment was correct. It was quite nasty. So what do we got here? Get thee back in thy hole. Aussie chick, g'day. Great time for drilling. Yep, it is. There's oil in this here, Opal, there is. Oh, really? Well, I didn't, oh, hang on. Let me just have a quick check. I don't think I can view your, what? Have I subscribed to you? I don't know. Let me just check. I don't think I can. Not from here. Oh well. Everyone else, like and subscribe her. Don't mind me. We must all remember it's a professional outfit. Sadly, the production values are not. What I've realised is I can fix that. Give me 5 seconds. I will fix that problem. Because it's actually taking power out of the thing. Yeah, what do you think? Brief pause while I adjust my accoutrements. Oh, you gave me a like. Thank you, Aussie chick. She's an Aussie groovy chick. And thank you all the other people who gave me a like, because I haven't actually talked anyone else up that well. I'm sure Opal guy did as well, which, you know, unfairness. All right, let me just turn that water off for 1 second. I think I need, yes, I've got one here. This will do nicely. Why are you not coming out? I will do the risky thing and see if that works. Yep, it works. Right. Now, let's see if we can get away with it. Whoop. Let's see if we can get away with just drilling it into the side and compressing it enough. Hopefully that's all we need to do. Right, move that back in because it's about to get a bit squeezy in there. Are you moving? A bit more. It's a bit delicate this. A little too far and you have a hole in your Dremel. There's a hole in my Dremel. Dear Liza, dear Liza. There's a hole in my Dremel. Dear Liza, a hole. Oh, you're a bit of an idiot, dear Henry, dear Henry. I told you never say that, dear Liza, dear Liza. Tell me where the treasure's hidden, dear Opal guy, dear Opal guy. Okay. Let's see if that works. Can you see any movement? I can't. Let's go and we'll grab a few opals of merit and we'll see how we go. Alright, let's see what's behind the up. We are looking behind the veil. Well, that wasn't as spectacular as I was hoping. I'll try just going up here. There we go. Hopefully that'll fix it a bit more. Tally ho and all that, yeah, so watch. Ooh, nice, so nice, so nice. Okay, have a look here. Zooming right in. Hopefully you'll be able to see it when I... No, it's not playing ball. Let me see if I can get it to play ball. That angle, you reckon? Okay, so we can go like that. Are we bouncing now? Nearly, you can see a bit of blue. There's a bit of green there too. We'll see what happens. Let's try and get it to do the green. Oh yeah, we're getting some. Opal, that is. White gold. Texas tea. Terrible American accent. If you've noted a bit of extra care I'm taking with this, you're not blind. It is definitely extra care I'm taking. Because I've noted some opal of value that is sticking behind here. Hang on. Not tight enough yet, so let's just tighten the noose a little bit more. Yoink. How do you like that then? I think it's stuck now, which is good. Not as stuck as I'd like it to be. So welcome to Dr. Phil's Dremel tool repair session, in which we sometimes cut opals. slight square / cushion cut. I'll try and smooth off the edges. I think this will be an ordinary cab, ovally kind of shape. What a mistake to make it. Okay, I'll just show you what we've got here at the moment. Oh, colour enhance. Ding. So it's not quite a pinfire pattern, but I'm not complaining. It's quite a nice pattern though. There we go. Nice little exquisite opal. Maybe $100 or so. I'm going to say those ones of that size, that quality, we just default to 100. The opal market being particularly volatile, sometimes you get them for good prices, sometimes bad. But 100 is reasonable in these circumstances because it's not so much as people are going to go, oh, I can't afford it ever. It's sort of a semi-luxury. Possibly a doublet material. I'm not going to labour the point on that one though because it's probably not worth it. Still get $50 or so if I cut it up nice. Put you down. Just going to take the skin off this one. May or may not work out well. So what I noted was that the Dremel tool was slipping again, which is annoying, but we'll fix that up. Now you're going to stay put? I think you are. But I've said that all the other times, so who knows. Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that. Aussie tax is 10, or has that been backtracked? I don't think the tariffs are going to go ahead, but I don't know what's happened, so who knows? Ah. I donated some opals to a worthy cause in the United States, and I just said, for the love of it. Well, I did say that too, but how about this one? Yeah, you know what? You need a businessman at the head of your country. I reckon that'll fix it. I don't know what you're talking about. Whistles nonchalantly. I should in life, I should retain a professional posture. We are not politically partisan around here. You know what? I think your commentary got a like, so there you go. Someone agrees with you. Was Camel at all of those? I didn't really pay that much attention. Ah, yes. We revert back to that quote, isn't it? You are the only benevolent dictator. So there is colour in there, but it's a bit disappointing. I'll try and get a bit more off, but I don't think so. Ah. Isn't that sweet? Equal opportunity suppression. Oh. Yeah, I understand what you're talking about. It's very hard to get into the rhythm. Like, why do you think I'm doing opals at like a million a clock? This guy looks quite nice. Let's see how we go. We're going to do the Magnum Opal hunt now because we're getting to that kind of time. Yeah. You got to understand that the algorithm ebbs and flows. So I actually put a short up, and then I thought, that's not going to fly because it was literally criticizing YouTube algorithm. I wasn't meaning to, but I thought, it's not going to fly. But have a look at that when you're thinking about optimizing for the algorithm. And I'm actually leveraging my insights as a data scientist for that one. I am, but soil is one of the last bastions of proper statistics. I'm not saying the only, but the reason is that, like, you can afford to take 1,000 core samples of a field. If you take 1,000 core samples of a human, they tend to complain. Well, put it this way, they do complain for a while, but eventually the complaints stop. I don't know why that happens. You may lose interest if you've got 1,000 core samples taken from you, maybe. We'll put it in the potential theory pile, hey? Well, at any rate, we've got a theory to test now, so I suppose we better get 1,000 humans to take 1,000 core samples from. I tend to use the larger auger though, so I don't know. They scream a lot initially. One of these days you right in the kisser. Right, here we go. I'm just going to angle it down to see if that works. I'm going to name this stream There's Colour, believe me. Please, believe me. Oh dear. Alright, let's have a look at what we've got here. What I might do is I might move over to this one. You're not seeing what I'm doing, so it doesn't matter. Oh, there it is. Won't use that one. Pop them back in. Put these out. It's all very mechanical, isn't it? Yes, indeed it is. I noted it for its mechanicality. Oh, what a wonderful word mechanicality is. I like it because of the end word. Let's see what this one has to offer. Here we go. Tiny little one, but potentially we've got a little bit of fun. If not, we consign it to the gates of hell, but you know, up until that point, nice opal, happy opal, lovely opal. Yeah, I got it right, but then I shifted the camera over a little bit, and now the lighting's wrong. You can see it's actually bleeding over too much. That's what happened with my core sampling as well. How long do you reckon I'll be banned for? That sounds promising. Einen und 50 Minuten. Whilst, I thought I had, okay, we've got 65 here. Whilst we've got 65 here, see this guy, Opal guy? He's a good channel as well. He actually puts a bit of polish into his presentations. I'm more raw and rough, so to speak. He's more careful. And I know it sounds silly, but production values are sometimes difficult to produce. So he's gone to a lot of effort, and you won't be disappointed. Oh, 5 likes. Thank you very much. Whoever's serially liking me, I am really appreciating it. Alright, the big question is it worth it? And the answer is yes, but barely. There's a bit of purple there. We'll have a look what it looks like in the sun. Because of the generalised shape, I'm going to turn it into a straight cab. Well, we can do a music video. Let's grab an Opal I care less about. So we can do something like phenomena. 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 There you go. fairly blank, a little bit of colour. Not that great. Let's bring the remaining few. Oh, look at this one. Let's give this one a shot. Right. Okay, so I'm gonna have to just colour it first, please. Right, there is opal there, but it's not going to be magnum opal because it's too much stuff in there. Not that one. Not that one. Are they? Well, I'm going to do the final third thing soon. Let's try this one just for luck. I'll try these two just for luck, and then we'll go. Got some birds that are waiting to be acknowledged, I think. Nothing on that side. Whoop, found something. Alright. Nice little red opal, this one, so hopefully we can get that colour out. And not get that colour out as in remove the colour. try this one out. This is our only hope. No, there is another. Matter of fact, there's hundreds of others. So what I'm doing with this one is I'm straight translating it into a cab. Exactly, my friend the Opal guy. Run out of water. This is definitely the last Opal then. Not spectacular, but not terrible. Got a bit of colour coming from it. Just give it a few more. Actually, I'll have to truncate this early because you really should not cut without the water. So just take a few little bits off and then we'll stop. Thank you, Opal guy. Got a kernel in it, which is interesting. I'll try and try and highlight that another time. Or I'll just drop it on the ground and we'll forget about it. We could do that, yeah. Okay. Oh, that's a bit. Yeah, you're quite correct. I did take a bit of a risk there. It's a cold night. 6 likes in the end. Thank you very much, guys. Okay. I'll just show you a little bit of it. Whoop. I swear I haven't been drinking. Right now, here we go. Weirdly enough, this is an innovation on my Opal setup. In case you're interested, guys, that's what it looks like. Dremel tool in there. But this, what it does is I can rest my arm on that. It's just an armrest. And that means that the angle goes up and that no longer water goes into my jumper and jacket and makes me feel miserable. That was the thing I was going to show. Here we go. In we get. Hello! Hey, Max. we'll get this done rather quickly. Look what they've done. Okay. My children have perhaps made a wee bit of a mess. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be a bit naughty. Grab a knife, can you? Yeah, the birds know what's going on here. There you go. Nice little piece of peanut butter there. Nom nom nom. Nom nom nom. I know, I'm getting you some. Don't you worry. There you go. Yeah, and and it's winter time in Australia, so it's only 189 degrees. It's actually quite cold. It's about, I'd say it'd be about 5 to 10 degrees at the moment.
It's not. It's more like 14 degrees. Oh, Lukey. She's being desperately trying to get as much peanut butter as she can.
She's that kind of bird.
Do you like your peanut butter, Lukey? Max! What's your problem? What is your problem?
In short, no.
No, it's not out.
Okay.
You know who is
I'm going to go and deal with all of the children and, yell at them a bit. That's all good. Yeah, whatever, Max. I yawned. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been fun. I'm exhausted. I had fun. Thank you for liking, subscribe on the way out if you feel so inclined. I might even get a haircut. Have a lovely evening, and see you around, Opal Guy. Consider subscribing to Aussie Chick. I think the handle. Let's find out. Yep, Aussie Chick 888. There you go. All right. Have a lovely evening, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Phil out.